So I am in the berry fields out here at Smithberry Barn, and I'm with you, Joelle. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about berries and really how to pick them properly, because there's some very simple hints and ideas you want to give us on doing that.
Exactly. Basically, we're out in the fields right now. I have my U-Pick bucket strapped to my waist so that I have both hands free to be able to pick.
Which is important. You need both of those.
It is important, and I'll show you why. So first of all, we have the new growth coming out that we actually want to be really careful that we don't damage, because this is going to be next year's fruit, grows on. So that we're going to just tuck to the side, and we're looking in here for dark red berries, and the best way to find them is to actually lift up the branches. And we're going for dark red that releases gently from the receptacle. The receptacle's that little whitish pink that was left behind. And we have this nice dark red all the way through, all the way to the tip.
And you didn't have to pull on that. It pretty much just kind of came easily off in your hand, right?
Exactly. So we don't want to do any tugging. If we're tugging, we're picking a berry that's not ripe yet.
Yeah.
So something next to it, like here, that's a little bit orangish, not quite red. It looks a little bit firm. Looks tight.
Oh, wow, yeah.
If we pull on that, it's not going to come off. So we want to leave that behind. It's going to ripen up in a couple of days, and it'll be a really nice juicy berry like this, full of flavor and sweet and perfect for eating or processing.
And then sometimes I would think, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, but you should check the whole berry, right? Not just the front.
Exactly. Sometimes it'll look ripe on the front side, but if you flip it over, it hasn't quite ripened. This one you can kind of see. It's not the best example, but it's darker on the front than it is on the back. And so if you lift it and look on the back side, you'll be able to see a little bit better.
And so then once you decide, okay, you're in there, you're picking the berries, what if some of them come off easy, but they're not all the way ripe? Is that a possibility?
It's definitely a possibility, and it's fine. We still want you to eat them and use them. We just mix them in with the ripe fruit that you have.
And you were telling me earlier that one of the reasons you want to make sure you have ripe berries is because of like cooking and stuff with them. The sugar's different.
Exactly. So the sugar content is higher, and so when you're jamming especially, it's important for the sugar content to be high. You'll need more sugar if it's not high enough. So definitely it's important. Plus the flavor's just better.
Yeah, that's true too. Now I'm holding actually Tayberries, but I want you to tell me real quickly how you know the difference between berry types.
So the difference between a blackberry and a raspberry is, in a raspberry, the receptacle, that little white part, comes off of the fruit and it's hollow inside. In a blackberry, or a variety of blackberry, that actually stays inside, and you can see the white, that leftover white part.
Certainly.
And so a Tayberry is actually a cross between a raspberry and a blackberry, and it holds that receptacle inside the fruit.
Okay. So Joelle, one of the things I love is you have these little cards here printed out at the nursery that give all these tips, but you also can find these online, can't you?
Exactly. So we have our berry care tips that helps you to know how long the fruit lasts, how to store them best. Then we also have berry picking tips with all of the things that we talked about today.
And also there's something coming up, isn't there?
Exactly. Our berry festival on the 4th of July. So actually on the 4th of July from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. it's our annual berry festival. I believe we're in our 12th annual.
Wow.
And so we'll have live music, we'll have wine tasting, berry desserts made by me, and barbecue, and we support the American Cancer Society with proceeds, and then of course we have berry picking all day long. So,
well, I've tasted her cooking. Believe me, it is well worth the drive to come out here and enjoy this celebration. And then if you have some of these questions, you can actually ask them right up front, get all the answers you can need to make beautiful berries in your own garden too. Thank you so much, Joelle.
Thank you.